Hello, and happy Blue Monday Live. This is the 9th episode of Season 1. It has been a tremendous amount of fun this summer to get this show moving. I was asked to put this together. I started doing a live stream once the quarantine hit back in April or May or so. I forget now. It's been the longest year of my life, April. So I started doing this show 9 episodes ago, and it's really been a great avenue for me to be creative. I've gotten to dive into the East Austin blues history, which has been meaningful to me, and be able to interview some of my friends, interview some people who are very close to me as well. Tonight I have Matthew Broadnex on. Really excited about to talk to Matthew. Matthew's a really good friend of mine. I've known Matthews basically since he was a young puppy. When he moved to Austin not too long ago to go to UT before he got his degree out there. Nowadays, he hosts a blues jam over at the Big Easy. So check out the Big Easy. I know they have a GoFundMe right now. They need some help right now. They had some fire damage as well as 2020 hit. So really, if you can help support them, take a look. They have a food truck as well, so you can go check out their food also. And really, I was wanted to say, as we're getting here, is getting the community together. Just make sure and take a look at all of the fundraisers they have going on, all the nonprofits. The big one, Dawa, right now is an important one to check out. Please go check out Austin Blues Society. There's a reduced membership fee right now. If you get signed up on that, you can help contribute to the blues education videos that we're getting prepared to help the kids in need as well. We're going to be doing some take-home kits. So help educate the kids with music. So just check out that. Go to the Austin Blues Society for more information with that one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. That's a big one because we're going to be taking a hiatus in August, but I'm going to be putting up some new material. I got some interviews coming up with my brothers in Spain. So we'll be airing that. I'm going to get together with Sheila. I'm going to be revamping a little bit, working with my new friend Brendan Sanders is going to be joining me, helping me out this show starting in September for season 2. So looking forward to that. We're going to be adding some new elements here and there, so we'll see what we can do. We'll be getting together and adding some stuff, so looking forward to that. So check out that, subscribe to my YouTube channel, but also join my Patreon and help support the show as well. That'll be going on basically on through, I'm going to run that at least through this year and through the album release, which I have coming in May of next year. So check all that out, please. Help support the work I have going on. I got a European tour in the works as well for the summer of 2021. There's a lot going on, so just trying to stay some busy. So thank you everybody who's been helping me. So with that, I do want to say shout out to all my Patreon members, everybody who's been making some donations to me via the live stream shows, the donations on my website, OscarOrnelas.com. So really at this time, though, I want to put up my thank you screen real quick, say shout out to everybody, and also want to mention everybody who is on my Patreon. Once again, my brother Louie, Mike Lubinsky, my brother UK Bob, Mr. Gary Wilcock, Sheila Steele, Mrs. Faye Thomas Terrell, thank you so much. Also to Pablo Diablo, my buddy Fuddy, Miss Cheryl Ortiz, my brother Steven, Ed Matthews, and David Shrum, who just joined on my Patreon as well. You can check all that out on OscarOrnelas.com, and I really highly recommend you do that because I got some good stuff in the works. I got some video projects coming up, 2 albums being released, so help me out if you can. Well, this is a music show, and we're still in quarantine, so this whole season has been the quarantine season, so I'm really excited to see what we can do. Maybe a smaller, still show, just to keep it safer for everybody. But I'm going to play this new song for you. I've been working on this song basically off and on. I've recorded a version of it, 15 so years ago, I want to say. So it's called I'll Go, I'll Walk On. I walk on. Here I go, I walk on. You and I know I ain't got nothing to lose. You and I know it ain't going smooth, so I go, I walk on. One of the new songs I'll be working on. I have to reduce the amount of songs I have for this upcoming album because I have more than 8 songs which I'm going to be putting on this LP. So I'll be also releasing some vinyl as well on this new album. So I'll be releasing it with Bear Path Records. Check out their website. You can see your old pal Oscar listed on their website now. So officially listed on the record label's website. Under rock and roll music, so I'm excited to have that on there. But I'm gonna keep up Matthew on the phone. But today's discussion really, I wanted to focus and find one of my friends who's also a younger blues musician in the city of Austin. Matthew's been around. He's been playing music, I believe, since he was a young pup in Houston, Texas. He grew up in the Houston area. He was a scholarship award winner for the Houston Blues Society back in his day. Really good kid. Not really. I swear I have been played some gigs with Matthew. I really have a lot of respect for Matthew. He's a good one. So we're gonna be talking about blues jams and stuff like that as well because he runs one, like I said, on Tuesday nights. But personally for me, I've always loved blues jams. I was a big supporter of it when I was a younger person. I would go out every Monday night to the Long Branch. And it was church for me. Get there like at 8 o'clock and leave there like at 2 a.m. So I'd be there for like over 6 hours every Monday night just hanging out. Blues jams also where I met my beautiful wife Tiffany Ortiz, at the Long Branch on Monday nights. So it really is, those are really special to me. You're gonna have a lot of opportunity for musicians to grow. It's hard though when you have like 2 hours to run a blues jam because you have a lot of players who want to get up on there and play music. So really, there's a lot of etiquette, a lot of respect that you have to have for everybody, and they can really work really smoothly. It really is nice to have. I recommend every guitar player pick up a little bit of bass. It'll go a long way and you get a lot more playing time. But I did not put a picture of Matthew up, and I forgot to put that thing up, so I'm just going to leave this screen up right here where it just has me, and we'll hear Matthew on the phone. I know it was one of those things I forgot. It's going too smooth. What's up, Matthew?
Second. There we go. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Hey, brother, how's everything going today for you, man?
Oh, I'm all right. Just another day in this lovely town they call Austin, Texas.
I know, yeah. How is life over on Juniper Street, Matthew?
It's good. Harold was, out for a couple days, taking a little vacation, and I've been here. I had a nice day off today, and
oh, good,
that's about it.
That's excellent, man. I'm glad to hear. Now, so tell me about your experiences during lockdown, Matthew. So March 16th, how did that go for you on the next 4 months after?
Well, as some people may know, and I don't really talk about it a whole lot, but I do the booking at Central Market. So around the 16th or so, we probably had our last show, and then with the governor's orders and all that, we just decided to suspend music. And since then, I've been a grocery bagger, and now I'm a produce stalker. So
that's what's up, Matthew. Yeah.
Yeah, so nowadays I'm instead of playing guitar, I'm lifting 200 pounds of strawberries a day. So
no,
come and visit.
All of our lives have
come
changed.
Visit me.
Yeah, Tiffany said she's been out there. She's seen you working hard out there.
Yes, it was such a welcome sight to see her. I'm serious. I love Harold, but Harold's like been the only person seen for the past 3 months. And there's been a couple other people, but come say hi to me in produce.
I don't leave my house, man. No, I'll try. Stephen Farmer is the only person who's come visited me. Really, I've had some porch time with him hang out, but I'll get over there to hang out with y'all too. I need to.
Oh well, you're doing it right. I will say.
Oh, hey, get this, brother. I have my driver's license finally officially. It happened.
Oh my God!
It happened, man. Right there.
Congratulations.
I know, man. So it's crazy. Matthew and I have
You have to take a driving test?
Oh yeah, I did all the driving tests. I did it up in Taylor. It's been
That's
great.
hilarious.
Oh yeah. No, Matthew and I go back to the year 2014. Our first gig was on 6th Street at Friends Bar. Right?
Yeah, at Friends. With happy hour on my birthday. That would have been the day I turned 20.
God, man. Oh man, we'll get to the 21st birthday in a minute. With the 20th birthday, I remember. Bryce was on guitar, right? On keys. Ryan Anderson
I was on guitar. You were on keyboards.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about it. The guy on bass was a guy named Vinny, and
he was like a teacher.
Is he? You see, I was going to say before and after that, I've never heard anything about him. To this day, I don't know. Haven't seen a post about him. Haven't seen him mentioned in someone's band. I don't even know his last name. So, Vinny, if you're out there, let me know, because I don't know if he even existed. He could have been like a collective, apparition, which is probably what most bass players might as well be.
No, man, you never know. Really, truthfully, I don't want to disrespect. There's some really amazing bass players. I've gotten a chance to play with some, but I also have my left hand, which is very more affordable for me during these times.
Oh, I know, right?
No, yeah, I learned from Bryce, people like him, who's like, I can do a trio. Because people I learned from Bryce, watching, and then Red Young. Man, have you seen the Red Young videos he's been putting up on Thursday nights?
I've seen a few.
Yeah, no, they've been good stuff.
I will say Red is probably my favorite musician in Austin.
Yeah, me too. No, he's amazing. I mean, he's also just a very cheerful and lovely person as well.
He really is.
Yeah, I like watching his stuff. Have you been watching anybody's live stream that you really have enjoyed?
To be honest, not really. Mostly, because most of the time people are doing their live streams while I'm at work. So
yeah, no, I hear you.
So unfortunately, and especially since lately, I do a lot of Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah,
that's the high traffic days, for produce right now. So
I've been watching the Neville. I believe it's Ivan Neville on the Dumpster Funk Facebook page. He's been putting on some solo piano stuff. It's been about a month, I want to say, since I saw the last one, but that's really the one that stood out to me the most because I do enjoy the piano players.
Oh yeah,
dude. So also, Matthew, going back to March 16th, you shut everything down. So you just been hanging out. What you got planned? Are you doing anything? Are you got a new album in the works? Writing any new material? Tell me about
not particularly.
Just chilling.
I've done a live stream with Birdleg.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. I really haven't done a lot of live streams. Otherwise, I cameo with Harold's live streams. I keep meaning to put together some, but it seems like a lot of For those of you who don't know, my band is Matthew Broadnax and the Blue Sherpas.
Yes. And Zaz lives down the street from you too, right?
Zaz does live down the street, but I think
have you seen
Mike
Zaz?
and Jess? I do run into Zaz once in a while, actually, but
I wonder how
he's doing all right. Yeah, he's doing great.
Good, man.
Well, I mean, he's doing the best as he could, but
that's Zaz.
Yeah, but he's the way I look at it, I'm just trying to be responsible to some extent because Zaz is an older guy, and then
of course, I wouldn't want to.
I'm playing a lot with Ernie Durella on drums, and Ernie's a wonderful person, but he's 77.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Jabo right now. Like Jabo and I have been talking. We want to do something. We've talked about doing a stream. Really, I may just end up doing a phone interview with him. But I want to get him, just on video, really, because he's 78 now, and he told me that he doesn't even care if he plays any more music anymore because he's 78 years old, and he's already done enough. And so, if it doesn't clear up, I don't think he'll come out.
Well, I hope he does keep playing music. I also hope for his sake, that he stays. That regardless, he stays safe.
That's how I feel. Oh man.
Yeah, that's not not to be too grim, but that's basically the number one priority. I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen my Facebook earlier, but someone was doing like a little restaurant show, which is supposed to be one of the safer kinds of.
I mean, I don't want to bash anybody specifically, Matthew, but those we really need to just take a step back. Everything right now, it is.
Yeah, well, I was going to say
it's not controlled right now, and I feel unsafe. Myself.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But I'll start off by saying I'll never criticize someone for taking a gig.
No, they need the money.
Additionally, the way it's being presented right now, a lot of people are under the impression, not out of, malice, but just, maybe out of ignorance that restaurant gigs are safe. And this poor guy was doing a restaurant gig.
Yeah.
And some woman came up, and when he didn't know the song she had requested, she went up and coughed on him. So it's
God. See, that's the level of disrespect. I'm not ready to go back, Matthew. I don't miss it, man. Truthfully, I loved playing music. It's the passions inside of me so much, but I am not ready to go back, especially with this cruise ship mentality that Austin's, is right now too. It's just they're gonna be disrespectful to the artists, and the bars are gonna be unwillingly disrespectful with the pay. Just the situation that they're in. And I don't know, man. I had a call back about a regular gig I really loved. I don't want to name it specifically, but they want me to do just instrumental, and I'm just I don't know if it's worth it or if it's safe. I'm just going back and forth with it. Because I need the money. They're saying I'm gonna be 30 to 50 feet apart from everybody, but I don't know. Well, and it's just I don't know. So there's that conundrum, quote unquote, but I picked myself up a job working in retail up here, so I'm all right. But it's
that's
weird.
good.
It's weird times though, and to have these thoughts, what do I do? So that's why I'm only planning a tour in Europe in June. I may get the trio together and hit some my favorite spots in Texas. But that's it, man. I really am. I'm bummed out, but I feel like my direction has been just my focus has been redirected. To a certain extent.
Definitely.
So, yeah. I don't know. Have you looked into any have you got any what's the audio interface thing for your computer and stuff like that yet?
I mean, I have one, but to be honest, I've never been much of a writer. I've always been.
I've seen some people do blues stuff. Guitar players looping and stuff like that. That could be fun.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess I guess I just take it too seriously to some extent. It's
it's hard.
If it's not I mean, I should just it's all about getting into a rhythm and just doing it rather than overthinking it. So it's been one of my things just to eventually get around to writing more and all that, but it just it never happens. No, I mean, not never happened, but
don't focus too much. Streaming it's a mind f, really, because you're watching the numbers of people watching you and stuff, and if you mess up, the number goes down. It's like Guitar Hero, man. It's so weird.
That's hilarious.
But I'm gonna be doing that in August, I guess. So I don't know. That's my plan, but. So Matthew, though, what I wanted to talk to you about, blues jam etiquette. As you are a blues jam host, you run one of the smoothest blues jam, one of the cleanest operations. I haven't heard anybody trash talk your blues jam like I've basically heard every other blues jam in Austin. So tell me, what is your secret to run a smooth blues jam?
Well, to be honest, Tuesday nights I do not drink a single drop of alcohol. I hear you, man. The other 6 days are pretty much open season, but Tuesday, I stay absolutely laser focused on things, and I'm not an ass about it,
No, yeah.
But you just have to be firm but fair, and you always have to be friendly. Those are I just realized those all started with F, so the three F's. Firm, fair, friendly.
Yeah.
No,
but there really is there's a lot of opportunity to grow, in blues jams. And I really think that people don't, they don't see it as such. They see it as a chance to go get on stage at times. That's frustrating for me to see,
Oh, absolutely. There are definitely nights that are like that. Trust me. But, that comes, with the territory. Yeah. It's being, basically have to say there are going to be good nights. There are going to be bad nights. There's going to be, we've had nights where we've had, musicians from, like Jimmy Vaughn's band, Mike Rinta, the excellent trombone player from the Bay Area. He came and hung out.
And I do love that about jams, man, because you just get players from all over just to drop in. So it's cool like that. So one thing I do appreciate about you is that you will jump on bass, you'll jump on drums. You can play harmonica as well. You're a versatile musician, and that helps a blues jam as well.
Thank
too.
You.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Matthew, tell me one thing though that you do also is the list. I know you run a pretty solid list. Do you ever like pairing people up? If someone's gonna work well with the other person, as opposed to just going straight down the list. What's the benefits of doing it either way?
I do try to pair up people, at least to some extent, but I think I actually do a pretty decent job of just running down the list, honestly, because I think, that's part of the fairness thing. I remember when I was going to my blues, first blues jams, I'd get there pretty early and I'd sign up on the list and I'd still be the next to last person, to go. And, on one hand, people are like, oh, that's, the thing you got to do when you're young, pay your dues.
I hate that.
That's it. So, and there's some aspects of that are right. There's definitely things that I was frustrated about when I was 20 that I look back on, even just 6 years later and think, I definitely needed to do that. But I think, making someone wait till the end of the night, because they're young, that's, unnecessary. That's I try to actually go through the list, in a fairly linear fashion. But,
and if you do it fast enough, you can get
exactly.
Through, I think a lot of the time the changeovers and stuff like that. But anyways, Matthew, I'm glad we didn't get to your 21st birthday. We will discuss that a whole other day. I gotta cut us off right now, man, because I'm gonna move on. We're gonna watch a little video history about the Grey Ghost, and I will catch you next time, brother.
All right, thanks, Oscar. Nice talking with you. Let's do this again.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Let's do a live stream.
We'll get that set up.
I'll come up to Taylor, and I'll stay 6 feet away from you. Don't worry.
We'll get that set up, brother. All right, man.
See you around.
Later, brother.
Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join that Patreon. I'll see y'all next week.